I've been reading a fantastic book called Welcome Home by a Canadian author, and I love the premise of this book, and I want to share it with you today. And the premise of the book is, where are you building your home? This is the only place that is the safest place for you to build a home. It will never leave you. It will never judge you unless you judge yourself, but you can train yourself out of doing that too. Then the premise of the book is, so many of us, I throw myself into this group too, build our homes in other things. We build our homes in other people, and we put all of our attention and we furnish that home, and we put our time, we put our effort, we give and give and give and give, often not taking back for ourselves. But the danger is that home that you have put all your effort into, it can leave you. And then you are homeless. And that's why we feel anxiety when we worry about being alone. If we haven't taken the time to build our home and to furnish what's here with all like the good thoughts and the good beliefs and the good behaviors and the habits and that feeling of self appreciation, self compassion that is so key for us being successful. So we build it in other people, but there's also a concept of building our home in different times. How many of us put our home into the future and we worry about what's going to be coming up next? There's a lot of things that are kind of unstable in our world right now. There's always instability in the world, but we can take so much attention from what we're doing today and put it into the future and worrying about what will be and try to predict that we build our house in the future. And yet that house is never one that we live in. Or we can build our home in the past and we live in regret. We live in guilt. We live in shame. We live in rumination and going over the things we did and why didn't we do it differently. And yet we're not building the home and where we are right now today. And the only way for any of us to truly have that happy, contented, fulfilled feeling day in and day out is to build our home in one place. And that's right here. And so think about where you are building your home. Are you building it in others? Or is someone else necessary for you to be happy? If that person or if that thing was no longer in your life, would you be okay? And can you answer that truly and honestly? And so when I read this book, and I'm still not even done, again, it's called Welcome Home, and I can't even pronounce the name, so I'm not even going to go. Wonderful author. It's got a white cover, and of course, I don't have it here with me. But the idea of spending the time to say, let me understand myself. Let me go through. And it was really some of my clients. I think I mentioned this to you guys before. I've seen this emotion wheel. I use it for myself. I struggle to name my emotions. And if I can't name them, how can I affect them to be useful to me? And so going through that process, taking the time to invest in you, do that personal development, get that freaking coach, invest in a conversation with someone that's deep and meaningful. Ask for what you want because you deserve to get what you want. All of those behaviors is building a home within. What drives you? What's your purpose? What stories need to go away? What assumptions need to be challenged and broken? What limiting beliefs are withholding you from doing what you need to do in order to achieve the life you want? There's tons of people that I work with. But when we start, they're like, oh, I don't think I can do that. And I'm like, hold my beer. And P.S. Someone else is going to hold your beer too because you're just discouraged. You're not unable to do something. But if you tell yourself you are, well, that's what happens to you. Get rid of that thought. Get rid of the people in your life who are telling you that you're chasing your tail, that you're chasing a shiny thing. Someone told me that this week, and it crushed me that this incredibly intelligent, capable, funny, awesome person has been shaved down to someone who feels unable to do what she really, really wants to do and what I know she totally can. Where are you building your home? Are you building it in the future? Are you building it in the past? Are you building it in other people? Are you building it in your job? If you lose your career, if you lose your job, are you still there? Are you okay? And if you can say, yep, unequivocally, and you go through this little emotion wheel and you're like, yeah, I'm actually okay if all of that stuff goes away because I judge myself by my own standards. I know what worth means because I determine what that number is. I determine what that value statement is. And anyone can say whatever they want, but I make my final decisions. I don't defer to others. I can get advice from others, but then I make all of those final decisions and assertions on how I want to live my life. And when you bring in that level of control, when the market can do what the market can do, and you're like, well, I guess I'll just adjust what I can control, which is the work that I do, and carry on my merry little way, you'll be just fine. Be careful where you build your houses. Do an assessment on yourself right now. Where are you building your houses? Are you investing enough in yourself so that if everything went away and you were left with just you and what you can do and what you can control, are you okay? And if you can say yes, then I would like to issue you a welcome home.